Dear ladies and gentlemen, dear shareholders and investors in Wienerberger, 2024 has proven to be a challenging year for Wienerberger. However, we mastered it very well due to the resilience of our business model, focusing on renovation, on infrastructure and on new build has proven to be the right strategy in these difficult times. Difficult times because we have seen increasing geopolitical turbulences. We have seen major elections in all of our end markets. And above all, we have seen rising or at least high interest rates, which have negatively affected the new residential housing market in North America and in Europe. The new residential housing market has especially suffered during the year 2024. For the reasons, as I mentioned, mortgage rates very high, instability in the markets also at a higher level, and in some markets like Germany, for example, new residential housing markets declined above 30%. So we at Wienerberger had to deal with these challenges. But how? Obviously, we had to reduce significantly our capacity. Capacity management plays an important role in order to manage your working capital. Here again, we have successfully reduced inventory and generated a very high and satisfactory free cash flow with 420 million euros. A strong signal that we are clearly managing these tough situations. On top of it, reducing the cost base, improving efficiencies throughout the business has proven to be the right way forward by contributing more than 100 million euros to the result in 2024. That's why we have a very satisfactory set of results in 2024. With a turnover north of 4.5 billion and an EBITDA of 760 million, it's the third best year in the history of the company. And this under the circumstances that I've mentioned before. It's not only the fact that we have a very resilient business model. It's the fact that we have more than 20,000 highly motivated employees throughout the company that contribute every day to the result of Wienerberger. To all of these facts, the very important focus on innovation and on sustainability drives the future growth of Wienerberger. Due to our focus on the system approach and developing new products, we have now achieved an innovation rate which is north of 33% of our whole turnover. A major achievement for a company that is active in infrastructure, in new residential housing and in renovation. And we want to continue this growth path also in the future. Sustainability in turbulent times is also very important. We stick to our principles, we stick to our targets. Our sustainability program 2026 sets an ambitious set of targets for our company, reaching from CO2 reduction to the increase of biodiversity and to all other aspects when it comes to sustainability. We at Wienerberger are committed to achieve these ambitious results. Next to these very important organic growth measures like innovation, focusing on efficiency and improving our cost base, we also put a lot of emphasis on M&A in 2024, especially with realizing the biggest acquisition in the history of the company, the takeover of the Terreal Group. With this very important strategic step, we have created the leading company in the pitched roof system in Europe. Today, we provide for renovation and for new build whole systems for the pitched roof throughout the whole European markets. And this is a major step for Wienerberger and will be a growth pillar in the years to come. The Terreal acquisition has proven to be the right step at the right time. Also in difficult times like in Germany and France, with an economy that was subdued, we focused on the integration were much faster and could gain the synergies much quicker than originally expected. So, a very satisfactory step for Wienerberger and for its future development. Based on such successful numbers, the strong free cash flow from about 420 million, the EBITDA 760, we are glad to announce that we will propose to the next General Assembly an increase of our dividend to 95 cents a share, which means a dividend yield of 3.6%. Again, we respect and we put in place our capital allocation policy, focusing on returns to shareholders, not only by dividend alone, but also by buying back shares and cancelling the shares, 2% this year. So a major step in this direction of return to you as shareholders. 2025 will prove again to be a very challenging year. Disruption politically, economically, trade wars and trade tariffs that will change. But we as Wienerberger will focus on our business. We produce locally, we sell locally. The demand of our products, especially when it comes to new residential housing, will be strong. Strong for the reason that everywhere where we are active, houses and new apartments are needed. Therefore, with the hope that interest rates will further be cut by the central banks, we will see a rather positive development in these very relevant markets for us, the new residential housing market. On the other hand, when we look at infrastructure and renovation, these prove to be very stable and resilient end markets, and we see here also for us, again, potential for further growth. Considering this overall economical and political situation, we assume, first of all, stable markets and that the interest rates will be further cut as expected by central banks. Under these conditions, we as Wienerberger should be able to reach an EBITDA of around 800 million euros. In any event, we will see that we will keep our margins at a satisfactory level for the group between 70 and 70.5%. All of this shows again the strengths and the resilience of our business model, which we will continue to grow also this year. Thank you very much.